swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it up, you got one life to pop. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
First 45 minutes of goal ruled out by Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal hit the post. Betis have not lost at home since the 24th of May when they were beaten by Getafe. but they're heading for defeat here. They need to change that. They're not in a great position in the table if they want to be playing European football next season. If they can't turn this around, then they'll be down to 9th. A big win for Valencia yesterday. They are currently above them, and Las Palmas as well. It's going to be difficult for them to get into the European places, Graham, unless they have a strong second half to the season.
Look, completely agree. I want to be a little bit canny and steal the words of Lauren, who spoke earlier on about raise a statue to this guy. Until Pellegrini came, was it the norm that Betis were playing in Europe every season? They played sometimes, they even made the Champions League, but was it the norm? No, it wasn't. Were they sometimes in the threat of relegation? Yes, they were. If they don't reach Europe, it will have financial consequences, but they've still got a playoff to carry on in the Conference League against Zagreb, I'm pretty sure it is. That's a tournament that they can aim to win. That needs to be their short-term goal.
Well, we can see what Manuel Pellegrini thought the first half, because he's making 2 changes at the restart. Borja Iglesias comes on and he replaces Asani Jao, so you're correct call, Graham, in terms of the players coming off. The other player to make way is William José. So they're going to do as they did late in the game against Granada. No, they're not. I was just going to say they're going to play without centre forward. That's a bit harsh on Borja Iglesias.
No, I take your point, because what they can now do is, if Borja Iglesias drops off, your point is that either Fekir or most likely Isco can play as a false 9. Isco's legs at the moment, Fekir haven't been out so long, are probably the ones who'll drive him forward more often. It was he who not only scored the winning goal, albeit it was deflected, but turned the tide from a game where we were on top to a game which we've won against Granada. Can he do that today? A Madridista in his time who hated losing to Barcelona. I expect that sentiment hasn't died down too much. Come on, Isco, give us a big second half.
That's what we want. It hasn't started well for Betis. Lamine Yamal robbing Socrates there, and well, in the end, no harm done, and the ball goes back to Rui Silva, but not a great start from Betis inside the first 15 seconds. And Lamine Yamal continuing where he left off in the first half. Flicked on by Luis Enrique. The Barcelona have it back with Gundogan. Kubasi with the confidence to just sweep that ball across the face of his own area to Jules Koundé. Koundé sends it back to Araujo. And here's Kubasi once more.
Yeah, he's made a series of good passes, because in terms of what he's asked to do, they don't have to be, for Barcelona, 25-metre heat-seeking balls. He's regularly found a quick space between players who are approaching him to feed it forward. And that idea about beating the press, coping with the pressure, but then beating the press to cut opponents out and to build an attack is something he's shown he's very comfortable with. Again, let's just say it for him, he's new to the game, aged 16.
Absolutely. 17th birthday tomorrow. Is he going to celebrate it with a Barcelona win? Here he is on the ball again. Back to Araujo. Pedri. Kubasi back to Iñaki Peña once more. Kubasi forward to Balde, and he wins the throw.
Carlos, in this brief respite, I'd be grateful if you keep your eye on the connection between Pellegrini and his coaching staff and Cardoso. Cardoso hasn't let anybody down so far, but his press, his ability to close down the playmakers in midfield, whether it's De Jong or Gundogan or Pedri, that's been limited so far. I'd really like it if you can keep your eye on that situation.
We will, Graham, and in fact, Pellegrini is not a manager that gives lots of indications, but the few he was given in the first half was precisely to Johnny Cardoso, making his debut tonight as a starter.
Lamine Yamal's got away from, and it came off the post, and Ferran Torres has scored, and Barcelona have doubled their lead. It's the same man who put them in front. Ferran Torres gets his second goal of the game, and Lamine Yamal's demolition of the Barcelona defence continues. It's Betis 0, Barcelona 2.
I was advocating in the first half that we might occasionally want to see Lamine on the left side of the pitch going by players on his favourite side. He's very left-footed. He's very left-footed, but there he went outside on the right-hand side, gets to a space where his right foot has to do the job. It does so to a degree. He slices it a little bit. It's not a shot. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be towards the back post. Comes off the front post. Ferran's volley is technically very good. He's got little time to react. You'd want a striker to score from there, but absolutely gets over it. Here's the technique you see now. Picks the spot between two men, buries it. 2-0 Ferran Torres, 2-0 Barcelona.
Well, he's got 6 goals now, Ferran Torres. He's only one away from his best ever tally, which was at Manchester City in the 2020-21 season. And things are falling from him at the moment. He deserves that because he's never dropped his head when he found it difficult to get in the team earlier in the season. But that dropped perfectly for him and he buried it. Abner. Isco.
And after the goal here, Pete, sorry, total celebration for Xavi and his coaching staff. And Pellegrini went directly to see the play at the monitor they have there in the bench and called for 2 players to start warming up. We're talking about Rodri, Jesus, and Altimira. Out of these 3, Altimira is the one that is doing the exercise a little bit more intensity. Altimira could come in there in the middle of the park for Cardoso.
Absolutely. That was the decision that Pellegrini had to make before the game, Altimira or Cardoso. Altimira, who signed for Tafe at the end of last season, remember, and never played for them, then went to Betis. Isco's ball forward to Borja Iglesias. Kubasi is the covering defender. And he tries to play it on to Abner, but he overhit the pass.
When you're rusty, when you haven't been playing regularly for months, that's what can happen. Abner caught out twice. He was at fault for the first goal. Was bullied a little bit by the kid. Tried to put his shoulder into him, which was a threat. They were in the penalty area. Didn't manage to put Lamine off balance in any significant way. Ferran also, remember, when Unionistas, a lowly third division side, were not only winning against Barcelona on Thursday, but really handing them their underpants. You know, it could have been 3-3-1 at half-time. It was Ferran who burst through onto João Felix's ball to equalise things. He's in a good run of form.
Here's Hector Bellerin, forward to Fekir. Goes down under the challenge from Gundogan and wins the free kick.
Two players are starting to warm up for Football Club Barcelona, Fermín and Tigrinho, Vitor Roque.
Isco over the free kick then for Betis. Petzela and Socrates both up from the back for this one. Can they get on the end of it? It's Aroca gets on the end of it and clears as far as Abner. Bellerin will take the throw. Into Fekir. Back to Hector Bellerin. Here's Marc Roca. 53,288 inside the Benito Villamarin. Here's Isco. Back to Abner. Isco once more. Nice pass into Fekir. Abner, nice touch back to Fekir. Fekir's found Borja Iglesias. Abner comes out to Fekir and into the side netting. Well, everyone wanted to play a pass there rather than try to finish, and in the end, when the finish came, it was wide of the target.
I admit to my favouritism, but in 7 minutes, a rusty, unhappy Borja Iglesias has done more than William Jose in the entire first half.
Well, he got 15 goals last season. Can he get off the mark in this game? It's Gundogan's header. Borca's jumping with the keeper. It's still not been cleared. It's off the line from Koundé, from Luis Enrique. Barcelona players appealing, and the referee, I think, has gone with them and given the foul against Iñaki Peña.
Well, that was chaos. It is at the moment, while the referee thinks about his actions, ended without Betis scoring, but it was exactly what this team needs. A little bit of mustard, a little bit of aggression. Yeah, it's probable that Borca led with his arm. Iñaki Peña was blindsided in that way, but if they can take this attitude about all in, no handball from Borca. The referee was the one who indicated that there had been a Betis handball. More of that, more of the same, please, Betis.
Araujo looking for Lewandowski, intercepted by Cardoso. Is Marc Roca trying to get away from Pedri, out to Hector Bellerin. Petzela. Abner. Isco into Cardoso, who finds Marc Roca, trying to turn away from Araujo. Out to Fekir. One over the top from Fekir for Borja Iglesias to run into. Kourbassi comes across to cover. Borja plays it back to Marc Roca. The run from Isco, trying to get on the end of this. Peña punches. He comes out to Fekir. Can he get the shot away? He can, and Peña makes the save. Well, suddenly signs that Betis have waken up. They've left it until going 2 goals down, but the substitutes are making things happen.
Yeah, there's a common element, although it's the French World Cup winner who gets the shot on target. Nonetheless, it's Borca's movement. Borca, when the ball's coming to him and he knows he's got time, great technique. He takes a look. He's making sure he's scanned what's around him. He's made a difference already.
One back by Socrates. Cardoso finds Fekir. Cut out by Kourbassi. Finally, he gets rid of it. Only as far as Hector Bellerin. Villamarin urging their team forward. Fekir into Luis Enrique. Laid off to Marc Roca. Back out to Hector Bellerin. Luis Enrique. Frankie de Jong prevents him from getting the cross in. Not twice, he doesn't. The cross comes in. Punch clear by Iñaki Peña. Isco! Into the roof of the net! And Betis are back in the game! And Isco's done it again. The man who's winning the Player of the Season award by some margin has given those fans hope. 55 minutes up. It's Betis 1, Barcelona 2.
By some distance, that's the best goal Isco's scored since he returned to football, having been out for so long. There's a moment here where Pedri complains that the Greek has fouled him. The referee is very clear, waves play on, correctly says no foul. The best player in the first half for Betis sets it up. We spoke about it, I mentioned Iñaki Peña is not confident, is not good in the air, has been making mistakes recently, gets in a muddle with his defender. Isco still has a huge job to do to score. The control on that ball is fabulous. The power means that even a brave Uruguayan who put his head anywhere can't get anywhere near it. There's probably a speed stripe along the top of Araujo's curly barnet. Isco's goal is magical there.
And attention, Graham, Pete, because there's a huddle around the referee. The referee just pulled a yellow card, I believe, to Frankie de Jong. It's the loudest it's been here in the Benito Villamarin. A mix of celebration, a mix of whistles, and the reaction of Xavi to the fourth referee. As soon as Isco scored the goal, you need to check that play. You need to check that play on that possible foul of Pedri. But we believe that Gil Manzano had it very clear. But, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, if that's given as a foul, Carlos, you've named exactly what's going on. But Gil Manzano gets it 100% right. A legitimate tackle. If we ever lose that out of football, it becomes ballet. Let's not have that.
Valde goes down under the challenge from Luis Enrique, and this time the referee does give a foul. Well, anyone that thought Isco's level might dip a little bit after he got that new contract a couple of weeks back. He got the winner last week against Granada, and he's breathed new life into this match for Betis with that sensational strike that narrows the margin. Game on.
The frustration now, nearly an hour in, is yeah, it's changed with Borja and Fekir, but where was this attitude, intensity, this type of we will test their glass jaw from Betis from the very beginning of the match?
Bellerin. Out to Luis Enrique. Long cross, Isco trying to get on the end of it. He does get on the end of it! They've got drawn level, and Isco's got the goal again! Incredible! Flag up. Okay. Well, it'll be looked at, but you, Graham, and Carlos both seem pretty sure. Frankie de Jong in conversation with the referee.
Sure.
I'm sorry to cut you there, Payne. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sure of the fact that I saw the flag go. Whether he's got it right or wrong is now open to debate. What's absolutely crystal clear, the domination, the easy domination of the ball that Barca had has gone. They look as if they're rocking on their heels. The tiredness of having played midweek last week, Sunday thrashing, huge long flight from Saudi Arabia, trip to Salamanca where they've won but they had to work really hard. Suddenly they look unsure of themselves, they look tired. Betis have got a sniff of Barca blood in their nostrils. If this doesn't stand, nonetheless, it's an absolutely beautiful piece of play. Betis are on the rise, Barca are rocking. Whether this goal stands or doesn't, there's now a chance that this 2-1 margin is too slim for Xavi's team.
Well, when the ball is played over the top, Isco is not offside. And Borja Iglesias doesn't get a touch. So
if he's offside, the question then is, does he distract Iñaki Peña and the other defenders or not?
He's given the goal. You heard the roar. You could see the celebration from Isco. 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes from Isco. It's Betis 2, Barcelona 2.
Isn't that a testimony to this little Fuengirola born guy, that the very deft touch that Luis Enrique couldn't manage early on in the game with what was the first good chance, the little deftness of touch that even Pedri couldn't manage, that's a more difficult chance to convert than either of the first two, yet Isco brings it off. He's magical, isn't he?
Well, it really is quite a remarkable resurrection of a career. He looked like a former footballer in the last years at Madrid and the Sevilla experience as well. We knew that if anyone was going to be able to resuscitate his career, it was going to be Manuel Pellegrini. He played his best football ever under Pellegrini at Malaga. And, well, it's rolling back the years. It's like he's at Malaga all over again. He's having a fantastic season. He's having a wonderful night. And Betis are back in it. Here's Abner. Forward to Fekir, but Frankie de Jong wins it back for Football Club Barcelona. Yeah, Pedri did good work. Instead of being enraged and bitching and moaning to the referee, his idea wasn't whose ankle's can I clip. It was, can I get a touch? He did. And for that reason, de Jong could bring it away. Morocco forward to de Jong. Gundogan. Ferran Torres has gone down off the ball. He's still down. Balde back to Gundogan. Here's Frankie de Jong. Pedri once more.
And I can tell you, it is the loudest it's been in the Benito Villamarín. This stadium is shaking.
Other changes coming, Carlos?
Yes, so we're going to have one substitution for Football Club Barcelona. Vitor Roque about to come on.
Well, that will make what is a very lively second half even livelier. Vitor Roque's introduction, and he replaces Robert Lewandowski, which either means that he has a problem physically, or if it's confirmation that Xavi is doing exactly as he wants these days.
I love your generosity.
Not following any orders.
Listen, he has not been impressive. His work, it hasn't been enough. It follows a pattern of Lewandowski being told, you know, today your time is up. It's the right thing to do. Carlos used the diminutive for this Brazilian, Vitor Roque. Tigrinho means the little tiger. Is he?
Gundogan with the free kick. It's headed away by Cardoso as far as Balde. De Jong into Pedri. Pedri looks at his options. Decides none of them are particularly great. Plays the square ball to Frenkie de Jong, who tries to send Balde flying down the left, but Bellerin screams in with a challenge and puts the ball out for a throw.
That's the type of speed and commitment that Bellerin was lacking. He was a little bit wee willy winky and dozing off in the first half. That's tigerish.
Balde. Cardoso does well. Bellerin once more. Barca have won that back, and the referee's maybe fallen into a trap there.
Yeah, but he's been a bit daft, because Balde's challenge at first is no foul, and then as Bellerin tries to niggle away behind him, I think he does give an elbow a little bit of a push, but initially he won the ball cleanly, then let himself down a little bit, I think.
Well, there's confirmation that Isco is onside when the ball is played over the top, and then what was looked at was whether Borja Iglesias then got a subsequent touch, because Isco would then have been offside. But all's well that ends well for Betis, and they're back on level terms with Barcelona. We didn't see that coming in the first 45 minutes. Throw to Barcelona.
Dear oh me. When are the BAFTAs are tonight, aren't they? Does Luis Enrique know about the BAFTAs? Golden Globes are gone, mate. Emmys are gone.
Ball goes out to Cubarsí. That's a nice pass in behind, sending Ferran away. Victor Roque is through the middle. The cross goes beyond him and will drop for Lamine Yamal. Pushed off it by Isco, comes away with the ball to another huge roar from the Benito Villamarin, and a brilliant pass to boot. Fekir sends Luis Enrique away. Borja Iglesias make his way into the penalty area. Luis Enrique up against Cubarsí, and that's fantastic defense from the 16-year-old.
There is 45-50 seconds of the best football you can see anywhere in the world. The 16-year-old opening things up beautifully with a pass. The ball, the fight from Isco's, the ball from Fekir. Iñaki Peña stuck on his line just as he was in the Super Cup final. Luis Enrique nearly getting away, but the 16-year-old saying, "Not on my debut, pal." Brilliant.
And Isco coming from the crowd.
You starting the singing, I'm sure, Carlos.
Here's
You
Bellerin.
should see me here with my hands, yes.
Back out to Cardoso. Back to Petzela. Pellegrini's demeanour absolutely as it was in the first half. Arms folded, just looking out onto the goal. Isco gets away from Koundé and from Lamine Yamal. Ball tied to his boot at the moment. Abner into Iglesias, laid back to Marc Roca, who spotted Luis Enrique out in space on the far side. Another chance for him to run at the Barcelona defence, and again it's Cubarsí who clears.
There's a lesson. Balde is quick. Balde is very quick. Luis Enrique left him in his dust.
Fekir. Back to Cardoso, thinks about the shot, and in the end over the top.
Barcelona are rocking. Barcelona's intensity has dropped down. They have been in the game. There's the beautiful ball from Cubarsí there. Hard to interpret what his signal to the bench is. But that control where Gundogan, De Jong and Pedri were controlling the game, having time and space, that's gone.
Well, it's happened again there. Isco has the ball at his feet. He's got options. One of them is Cardoso. Back keeled into Luis Enrique. Borja Iglesias to Fekir. It might come out to Marc Roca. It's blocked by Gundogan. And Barcelona can launch a quick counter here. Victor Roque through the middle. Ferran Torres wants it played over the top as well. Pedri has also made the run. It's Bellerin who makes the clearance. It now comes to Pedri. Pedri away from Hector Bellerin. Cross comes in. Victor Roque! And in the end, cleared, and the flag is up. Free kick to Betis.
In future, they'll use the movement of the men in yellow off Gundogan as an example of how not to turn a break to your advantage. Gundogan had time and space and has the ability to pick the perfect pass, but everybody was crowding in to the same space and in and around green and white shirts. Instead of finding the channel where he could have slid the perfect ball, he was left inventing something when the numerical superiority should have led to Barcelona minimum having a shot on target.
Rui Silva with the kick for Betis.
La Liga Sunday afternoon, 14 goals in 3 games, drama incessantly, quality.
And still the La Liga top scorers to come. Last game of the night, the Girona against Sevilla.
Fermin will come on.
So Xavi then preparing his second change. Borja Iglesias' flick intercepted by Araujo. Pedri, Victor Roque, Lamine Yamal and Ferran, and it's play to Ferran. Carried on, and in the end he got under the shot.
Could be.
I think it could be for Gundogan. Graham?
I was going to say it could be Pedri's last touch on the ball. We'll see. The choices are simple. I think Gundogan or Pedri. Pedri still coming back from long injury absence. You could understand that. Gundogan overplayed. Huge number of minutes this season. Either of those you could fully understand. But they need freshness. They need attacking power in midfield. Somebody to put them on the ball. Normally Fermin, who's Andalus, comes from this area of the world, normally plays in attacking midfield. Maybe it is Gundogan.
Balde under pressure from Borja Iglesias. Bellerin will take the throw. Luis Enrique up against Balde. Balde gets the better of him. Pedri tries to bring it away. It's one back by Cardoso, but then by Gundogan, who sends Ferran Torres down the left. Into Pedri. And that's an important tackle from Socrates. Only as far as Araujo, though. Here's Gundogan. Kubasi's pass out to Frenkie de Jong. Gundogan once more. Jules Koundé. Back to Lamine Yamal, one over the top and on the volley, but in the end well wide from Victor Roque.
It's extraordinary, Carlos. We'll see in a minute. I don't think the offside flag goes up there. Victor Roque now, in the 3 big moments when he's come into broken games, has had enormous chances, and in each occasion has looked a little bit rusty, a little bit new. But that ball in there to find him, his movement, Lamine's awareness of where he is, absolutely superb.
Well, it is Pedri who makes way for Fermin Lopez.
There's common sense in that, Pete, no?
Certainly on a fitness level, yeah. We know that Pedri has suffered this season. In fact, he's suffered ever since he played that marathon first season with over 70 games.
And we're going to have very soon a substitution on Real Betis. It will be Altimira, maybe replacing Cardoso, Graham. Let's see.
Ball out to Balde. De Jong into Gundogan. Here's Jules Koundé. The tireless Isco comes across. Koundé gets away from him, but he's still got Abner in front of him. And he claims that he got a hand in the face there from Abner. There's a yellow card coming out from the referee against the Betis fullback.
Well, for those who are a little bit new to Fermin Lopez, he was promoted because he went on the summer tour of the United States. Came on against Real Madrid, scored a wonder goal, made another. From that point onwards, he was very high profile, and particularly in the spell where against Betis 5-0, against Antwerp 5-0. He looked full of vim and vigour, quick onto the ball, quick onto the press, has shooting power from distance.
Well, it is Cardoso, Carlos.
Yes, it's Altimira coming on and Cardoso stepping out of the pitch, coming off. Sorry, Graham, he receives the applauses from the crowd, and it's Altimira coming on, a player that last season was in Sabadell. Almost came to Barca. He actually started the season with Getafe and then came on late August here to Betis.
Well, his first job is helping Betis defend this set piece. Gundogan and Lamine Yamal over the ball. Gundogan delivers the free kick. It's headed away by Luis Enrique, who leads the charge out to close down Balde. Balde trying to find Gundogan. It's cleared by Abner and then by Marc Roca. Luis Enrique. Fekir and Borja Iglesias were the furthest forward. It's a foul from Victor Roca, which slows down the Betis counter.
Can't see how that's not a booking. It's gratuitous and a couple of kicks at him, and nonetheless, Altimira's playing in green and white. Altimira's playing in holding midfield, but he's a romantic name for Barcelona fans. His dad came in the team that Guardiola brought to coach with Jordi Roures, and the late, much lamented, much loved Tito Villanova. Altimira was part of that group. They won the treble. He's got a cousin, is it, I think, at Villarreal. Talented family.
Here's Victor Roque. Ball goes back to Frenkie de Jong. Balde's made a run forward down the left. De Jong looking right instead to Lamine Yamal. Up against Abner, who's on a yellow. The cross comes in. It's hooked away by Petzela, only as far as Fermin Lopez. It drops to Ferran, and he wins the corner.
Well, a little bit of sympathy for Socrates, who I don't think put his head in the way, but took a smack from the ball, full in the noggin. Second time this game where Lamine, who vastly prefers to be on his left foot, has gone past his defender and put in a more than creditable cross. It's arguable that the accuracy of this one that was eventually cleared, I think by Petzela, and it was still better than the one that resulted in the goal. There was a hint of luck there because the goal is when the ball bounces back off the post, but it's something Lamine doesn't ordinarily do, going outside on the right.
Well, Socrates is back on his feet, and the referee asking if he's okay, and there's Isco, the man who's turned this game almost on its head. The first time since 2017 he scored 2 goals in a league game. He did it against Espanyol long time ago. Gundogan to take the corner. Headed away by Luis Enrique. And again, he leads the charge out to close down Balde, who finds Frenkie de Jong. Forward to Gundogan. His cross is cleared by Socrates.
His cross is outright poor.
Fermin Lopez into Ferran. Ferran to Gundogan, who finds Lamine Yamal. Checks back onto his left foot, but Betis clear. Isco to Fekir. Fekir to Luis Enrique. They're trying to get forward to support him. Borja Iglesias is there for a pass. Should he be needed? He might not be needed. Shoots wide.
Well, that was absolutely beautiful end-to-end stuff, because Barcelona initially looked like they were going to score. And what I would argue is that Sergi Altimira, being a pupil who was brought up in the Barcelona school and at La Masia, understood exactly where the pass was going to go, stepped into the interception and built this play, which ended with the Brazilian shooting so narrowly wide. Good beginning from Altimira.
Well, at the moment, the 5th goal of the game, it could come at either end of the pitch. Both sides having opportunities.
Concussion, no laughing matter, but I did have a little smile when Gil Manzano said to Socrates there as a concussion test, "Can you believe it's 2-2?" Socrates said no, and he said, "Play on, you're right, play on."
De Jong carries it forward. Into Victor Roque, back to Koubassi. Whistles from the Betis fans as Barca keep the ball. Out to Balde. Back out to Alejandro Balde. De Jong. Lamine Yamal. Into Koundé. Victor Roque, one of those in the middle. Marc Roca cuts out the cross. Corner to Barcelona. Betis still with players warming up. 2 changes yet to make for Manuel Pellegrini as Lamine Yamal prepares to take this corner. Leave it for Ferran.
We can tell the aim is to find Araujo. Araujo yelled to him, wait. This is a rehearsed move. Whether it does or not, that's the idea.
And it comes from Ferran. It did find Araujo, but he couldn't get anything decent on his header, and Hector Bellerin clears only as far as Fermin Lopez. He's Gundogan. De Jong. Out to Koundé. Koundé delivers the cross, and clearance from Petzela. Abner's underneath this.
Clearance from Petzela with Araujo, who was a centre-forward in baby football in Uruguay, said to me in an interview, I will be a centre-forward again before my career ends. It was him lurking in behind the Argentinian. Stayed outfield, good finisher, Piqué, Ramos. That style of centre-half, who could easily convert to being a centre-forward.
And more movement may be imminent from Barcelona, Carlos.
Yes, Xavi just called Joao Felix, that will become the third substitution of Football Club Barcelona.
He's been a cameo on the sidelines even. Twice we've caught him applauding really loudly, enthusiastically applauding the play of those who've taken his place. That's something that people criticising his character will be pleased to see.
Well,
Carlos. Attention, sorry, Pete, because the player just went down. We're talking about Pau Cubarsí. He might need a substitution. He just called for the change. So let's see what will happen in Barca in just a moment. But still, Joao Felix receiving instructions this time by Sergio Alegre.
That replay there again shows De Jong absolutely been twisted inside out. But Peña coming to the best header of a ball in the Barcelona ranks, Araujo, patently not shouting in time. It's the third or fourth time in the last 3 matches he's made that type of mistake, and it led to Isco's wonderful goal that put Betis back in this match.
Well, Cubarsí comes off and Joao Felix comes on. He's been brilliant on his debut. Looks like cramp has got the better of him. He's not 17 until tomorrow. He's actually only started 6 games for Barcelona B, so he won't have played a great deal of football so far this season. And understandable that he just makes it to 80 minutes. Here's Gundogan. It's Frankie de Jong who's gone back into the centre of defence.
Somewhere he's played before with success both for Koeman and for Xavi.
Well, Barcelona with that great history and tradition of ball-playing central defenders. De Jong certainly fits the bill, and that's what we're seeing for the last 10 minutes. Araujo brings it forward for Barcelona. Ball over the top for Joao Felix. Rui Silva comes out, and he had to use his head, and he did.
And just after the substitution, Xavi talking to Ferran Torres, and I think there's a possible tactical change. Ferran moving to the middle, Graham.
Well, he's on the ball now, Ferran. It just lets it get away from him and into the hands of Rui Silva.
Well, watch how the shape evolves. We've seen already that Vitor Roque is happy to drop in behind the central striker. It's early, and I'm not comparing levels, but in terms of movement and idea of play, Vitor Roque has always reminded me a little bit of how Kun Agüero liked to play. Let's see where he and Torres fit in this pattern today.
Bellerin wins the throw for Joao Felix, who will have been the first to notice how he slipped down the pecking order in terms of Xavi's changes. Luis Enrique loses out. Fermin Lopez plays it forward to Ferran. Nicely done by him out to Jules Koundé. He's got Lamine Yamal ahead of him. Gives it back to Koundé. Koundé with the cross.
Sensational, Altamira. Sensational. There was a queue of yellow shirts ready to snaffle that ball. Altamira read it again.
Koundé will take the throw. De Roque can't keep hold of it and gives the foul away as well.
Yeah, to complement what Carlos was saying, Vitor Roque in principle is supposed to be playing slightly to the left of Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres nominally at centre forward or false nine if you want. But Vitor Roque is so new to the Barcelona idea. so used, I think, to playing where he senses is best for him. Positional discipline isn't something that we can expect of him today. I think blood roaring in his ears, thinking, can I be the hero today? Well, maybe he can, but it's still Betis who looks slightly more likely, maybe.
Well, yeah, the position of Ferran right now is one very similar than Xavi uses when he wants to look for the game, but with Rafinha there behind the striker as a semi-interior. That's where Ferran is playing right now.
Borja Iglesias up against Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong gets the better of him. Hooked forward by João Felix. Victor Roque is underneath this one. Cleared by Petzela. Isco with the pass forward, but out for a throw. Fekir. Lamine Yamal nicks it off of him. Araujo. Koundé into Ferran. Given away by Gundogan. Altimira surging forward with the ball, as is Isco. One back by Fermin Lopez, and Frenkie de Jong clears, but only as far as Bellerin. Back to Altimira. Marc Roca. Draw suits neither of these two teams. European places getting further away in the distance for Betis, and Barcelona losing sight of Real Madrid and Girona. Both teams need to win this game. Just over 5 minutes left of normal time left. Isco. Altimira, blocked by Gundogan. Iglesias back to Altimira, under pressure from Fermin Lopez, who brings him down. Free kick to Betis. 8th appearance of the season for Altimira, still no starts, but he's done well since coming on for Johnny Cardoso.
He said himself this morning that Barcelona came in the summer to try and recuperate him, but he'd already packed it with Betis. He said it was too late, I'd made my mind up. Interesting, given how much Oriol Romeo has struggled. Interesting how much they'd missed Busquets, and they thought Altamira might be the solution.
Borja Iglesias did well there, making sure that went out for a throw and not a goal kick, which Koundé will take. Altimira's ball forward, headed down by Fekir to Isco. Isco running at the heart of the Barcelona defence. Pass one, pass two, slips it inside. Luis Enrique, can he get the shot away? Twisting and turning, crowded out, and well, the flag is up.
Spoil sports. Who cares about the rules and a whisker of offside when you've got two magicians like that? Fred Astaire feet, both of them.
Should I start the song again? Isco, Graham?
Any time you like, baby.
Ferran Torres, past Altimira, driving run from him as well, but he doesn't get past the brick wall that is Petzela. Here's Fekir, inside to Altimira. Nicely played back out to Fekir. Fekir into the penalty area. Borja Iglesias made the run. It's pulled back to Luis Enrique, and that's blocked by Araujo. And it comes out to João Felix up against Hector Bellerin. And a little too boisterous for the referee's liking from Hector Bellerin. Free kick to Barcelona.
João Felix, Ferran Torres don't possess, or didn't show, precisely what makes Lamine so special at 16. The knowledge of when to release the ball, to whom, and how to do it properly.
Well, he wants this ball played now. He's on the shoulder of Abner. It goes out instead to Koundé, who's brought down, as he knows, says the referee. Happy for play to continue. Koundé puts the ball out for a Betis throw.
Xavi definitely does yoga, doesn't he? Have flexibility, man.
Ball played up to Borja Iglesias, who was offside. Well, there was a nice quote for him in the week. Sometimes I see the pass. Sometimes it's frustrating because I see the pass and it doesn't happen. Well, might be a while before there's a Barcelona midfield player who sees the passes quite as Xavi used to. Here's one who does see a pass. Gundogan into Ferran. He puts the ball straight out of play, and the Betis fans like that. They have a throw. Abner will take it.
Wow. De Jong, get your butt in gear. Not that De Jong's been faultless, but he was right.
Away by Altimira. Borja Iglesias laid off to Marc Roca. Fekir. One back by Fermin. Laid off by Ferran. Gundogan into João Felix. João Felix through to Ferran Torres. He gives it back to João Felix. And João Felix puts Barcelona back into the lead. The substitute scores. Heartbreak for Betis. 2-0 down, back at 2-2, but Betis have conceded again in the last minute of the game, and it's João Felix who's got the goal.
So many things to say, particularly João Felix working out that his left foot wasn't going to do the job and Modricing it into the goals. But the hustling and hassling that we're about to see when Barca win this ball back, that's the meat and two veg of this goal. The moving around the penalty area is super. I think it's Fermin who originally wins it back, and this is just beautiful. There's the Modric touch. It's a wonderful finish, but without, I'm certain, Fermin's hassling and boondogging, they don't win the ball, they don't make the break, they don't get 3 points.
Well, it's his fourth goal of the season, and it's a flash of the brilliance that made Atletico Madrid pay a club record 120, what was it, 4 million euros for him. We know he can do this. He doesn't do it often enough, as everybody says time and again, but it might be enough to win this game. 8 minutes have been added on.
I said 3 points too soon. There's a Anorak convention. Maybe it's train spotters, don't know.
Fekir lays the ball off to Abner. Still Abner, and he's won the corner. He has won the corner.
Yeah, I must say, I think that Betis with Borja, Fekir, Isco on the pitch, Iñaki Peña not liking the aerial ball very much. I didn't assume that there would be this much added time. We could have 3-4 more goals.
Fekir will take the corner. In it comes, and it's headed down by Luis Enrique, but past the far post. Well, he's been brilliant at heading away defensive corners. He got on the end of that, couldn't head it goalwards. It comes back in again. João Felix, of all people, is back defending effectively to head the ball away. And here's Victor Roque, can't get past Bellerin. Isco with the cross, cleared by Araujo. Ferran Torres to Lamine Yamin, and he's played it back to Ferran, and this could be 4-2. It's Ferran for the hat-trick. Ferran Torres completes his hat-trick, and Barcelona to take all 3 points for the Villamarin. And just look at Xavi. He's been under so much pressure of late, but his team are going to win this game for sure now. And Barcelona, well, they're only closing the gap to 7 points, but it could have been so much worse when Betis got back on level terms. And a broad smile for Ferran, his first hat-trick for Football Club Barcelona.
Unless you're a Betis fan, for whom I feel a whole ocean of sympathy, this is utterly beautiful. The break is good, but there's a very easy ball on the left wing for Lamine Yamal. Instead, he plays this surgical pass. Look at that pass. That merits a Ballon d'Or award on its own. It's so beautiful. He eschews the easy option. Torres' finish is the type of sang-froid, cold blood that he doesn't always show. Hat-trick and a goal assist. No doubt where the points are going now. No doubt that he's the man of the match. But Pete, Lamine Yamal.
Well, he runs him close, doesn't he? He runs him close. You can't not give it to the player who's scored a hat-trick. And there's the embrace between coach and star striker. But Lamine Yamal has been brilliant tonight. And just a reminder, 16 years old. Here's Fekir. Isco, who doesn't deserve to lose this game, but looks as if that's the way it's going to be. Gets away from Jules Koundé. Cross is blocked by Gundogan. Out Betis corner.
I think I saw Arujo saying to Iñaki Peña, stay on your line.
Isco will take the corner. In it comes, and punch clear by Iñaki Peña, who did stay on his line. Here's Lamine Yamal. João Felix and Victor Roque ahead of him. Ball over the top for João Felix. Could be 5 here. João Felix blocked by Bellerin.
Yeah, João Felix mistimed his run. He went far too soon because he should have realised Lamine Yamal had total control of the ball, total control of the passing options, and you wait and you bend your run. He didn't, and by the time Lamine then released it to him, I think João Felix was offside.
Well, we saw the celebration, Carlos, from Xavi, and he's been under so much pressure of late, but he'll be more than happy to go into that press conference. He's had a few difficult press conferences lately, but tonight should be different.
Yes, as soon as he saw the 8 minutes on the board, you shouldn't see the face. It was just a poem, but then the goal was just a total relief and an important hug between the Shark, between Ferran Torres and Xavi, celebrating, of course, this victory.
Nicely done by Altamira. Out to Bellerin. Here's Luis Enrique. Marc Roca. One over the top for Abner to chase, but Koundé heads clear. Lamine Yamal forward to Gundogan. Back to Koundé. Is it a stretch, Graham, to say that apart from that 10 minutes when Betis came back into the game with those 2 Isco goals, this has been one of Barcelona's best performances of the season?
I think by a long stretch, I think it's been better than the one they won 5-0 against Betis in Montjuic, because simply Betis didn't arrive that day. They didn't turn up. They were really eight-stone weaklings. There have been moments in Barcelona's season. Largely, they've been indecisive, inaccurate, sloppy. Their injury crisis has been horrendous. This has been robust because when they were on the ropes, they didn't cave in completely at 2-2. We've seen Barcelona squads this season who would have stopped chasing, whose mistakes would have been born of stress. And yeah, I think this is it's a fantastic result. It's a great scoreline. Best of all, throughout the game, they've tried to play the way that Xavi wants them to play, something that's been so alien to them this season, where many victories have been pretty ugly, pretty hard fought. This has been good.
João Felix getting on the end of that stray pass from Fekir. Abner gets there ahead of Lamine Yamal. We saw Victor Roque get a yellow card as well just moments ago. It had been coming as well. He'd been let off a couple by Jesus Manzano.
At what, 19, 18? That over-eagerness to go, this is why I'm here. He knows that in 3 matches now, he's failed to convert. 1 in the league, 2 in the league now, including this, but 1 in the cup. And I just think it's an over-eagerness to show something, to do something. Xavi will definitely teach that out of him.
Isco away from Lamine Yamal, but he runs it out of play for a Barcelona throw, and we've got just 1 more minute left of the 8 that were added on.
I think we talked, or you asked me to talk a little about Barcelona. Immensely sorry for Betis, but there's been massive character from them in the second half. But for the neutral, watching this anywhere around the world, this has been a night of absolutely beautiful, exciting, end-to-end football. Both teams consistently, minute 1 to minute 97, trying to win and doing clever things about that.
Petzela for Betis then, Altamira. Isco. Cut out by Gundogan. Koundé wins the header. It's going to be a long week for Betis. They're not involved in the cup. long week for them to have to look at the league table, which doesn't look too pretty at the moment. Too many teams above them. But as you say, they've given everything in this second half. It's just not been enough. And the final whistle is blown on what has been a very, very satisfactory evening for Xavi Hernandez, Graham.
Immensely entertaining. I hope everybody, apart from Betis fans, has enjoyed this absolute spectacle. There's a very, very special player who won't get man of the match. Isco's in the running. Ferran Torres should get it. Doesn't. Isco gets it. The man who stands out, even though Kubarsi at 16 made a lovely debut, that Lamine Yamal is globally special. Thank you, match director. That's a principal reason for this having been a beautiful night of football.
Well, my thanks to Graham Hunter and to Carlos Ponte, pitch side. You have to feel for Ferran Torres. 3 goals and an assist in his team run out 4-2 winners, and he doesn't get man of the match. Isco was brilliant, of course, and got that second half brace. Ferran got the first goal on 21 minutes. Ferran made it 2-0 on 48 minutes. Isco got Betis back into the game with goals on 56 and 59. But João Felix on 90 and Ferran Torres to complete his hat-trick on 92 minutes mean that the final score in the Benito Villamarín, it's finished here, Betis 2, Barcelona 4.
But damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off as friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way even when I'm feeling down. I fight, even when I don't know what is right. I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, yeah, you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping. I'm nasty, ain't nobody able to catch me. They gasping, they cannot compare, they can't match me. I'm at half speed, I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me, smash with me. She savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand. I got a plan, I'm the man. Now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me. I'm ready, looking at my hand and it's steady. I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending. Now I'm spreading and getting my name out now. Yeah, they hearing me laugh, all the crowds repping the sound. I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming, ain't nothing. Yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100. Cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something. I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand and a full plan. I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man. Every single drop got me feeling awesome. I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah. I wanna live, I'm cold inside, give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life. Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now, here I fucking go. Take control of fate now, I control my flow. And I know that I'll be great, how putting on a show. I know that I'ma stay loud, drowning out the noise. The haters always thinking that they could fucking break me. They're better off eating their own words like pastries. Hate me, and you better find some fucking safety. I'm coming in hot like a bad bitch in pasties. They can't save me, no I ain't lazy, no. But society has me going so crazy, yo. Don't play me, no my mind's hazy, yo. And I'm sick of me feeling this way daily. I'll always live my life till it's over, and I will not forgive those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving forward. And I will never miss my chance, take it now.